Tensions are said to have spilled over at a meeting between the Formula One team principals ahead of the Canadian Grand Prix. Red Bull boss Christian Horner reportedly told Mercedes counterpart Toto Wolff to put his own house in order after the pair clashed at a meeting between Formula One team principals on Saturday. A summit was called as the Silver Arrows continue to struggle with this season's new regulations. Though other teams are less inclined to implement further changes, the team bosses met in Montreal ahead of Sunday's Canadian Grand Prix, where Wolff, according to the Mail on Sunday, is said to have lost his S***T with his peers. However, someone else at the meeting thought the Mercedes chief made his argument powerfully but not excessively. It was reportedly Wolff's suggestion the other teams are purposefully propping up a safety issue by sticking to regulations, one which has contributed heavily to porpoising, which is a prominent source of Mercedes' performance issues this season. In response to this, Horner allegedly told Wolff to put his own house in order. Ferrari's softer-spoken principal, Mattia Binotto, is understood to have waded in and disagreed with Wolff that there was a need for more regulation reform. The Italian report went so far as to suggest Wolff only wanted alterations as Mercedes had not succeeded with this year's redesign of the cars. It was a row on a different scale from any of the press conference spats we have seen before, said one source with knowledge of the meeting, as quoted by the Mail on Sunday. Porpoising has affected just about every Formula One outfit so far this year as manufacturers get to grips with the new regulations. It's understood teams have also raised suspicion about just how quickly Mercedes were able to react to a recent ruling that might have helped their W13 car. The FIA released a technical directive (TD) on Thursday intending to correct the porpoising issue, with data to be gathered in Montreal as teams could be forced to increase the ride heights of their cars. In response to the TD, Mercedes were permitted to implement a new floor stay, which could reduce the amount of movement at the base and steady their ride. Teams were reportedly skeptical as to how the component could be designed and attached so swiftly. This situation has clearly gone too far, said Wolff after Lewis Hamilton finished fourth in qualifying on Saturday. Team principals trying to play political games is disingenuous. All of the cars, not just Mercedes, suffered in some way in Baku. It's a fault in Formula One at the moment and it's an issue that needs to be solved. Little manipulations in the background, Chinese whispers, it's a bit difficult.
I